If you are looking to use smart technologies to develop sustainable, rapid build solutions that won't bankrupt you, look no further than BOXA. Now, the South African company is in the process of completing their first Namibian project. And as you can see, I came prepared. Cover the boots. My name is Aina Raizakaya, and this is My.NA Property.
To another exciting episode of Irongo Talk.
Hier is die weer en vertel ook vir julle waar die vis julle moontlik gaan byt.
Okay. In our news today, the Be Free Center of Excellence, a state-of-art youth campus, is being constructed by the One Economy Foundation and is well underway, with phase 1 of the center set to be launched on the 1st of September 2023. The center will act as a safe space for young people and is situated at the Katutura Youth Complex. Speaking at the launch of the Be Free Youth Concert, First Lady Monica Genkos stated that the youth campus will cost an estimated total of 45 million Namibian dollars after the completion of both phases. It is an incredible amount of money. Contrary to speculations, no, I do not have that kind of money myself. If I had it, I would be in Bahamas. I do not have 45 million Namibian dollars. We have spent the last 5 years of fundraising for this center, and we are still not done, the First Lady explained. She went on to explain that the center aims to speak to the needs of young people and will have a range of state-of-art facilities such as library, STEM centers, entrepreneurial labs, gym, recording studio, clinic, among others that can be utilized by young people free of charge. Moving over to our next story. At a recent information session at Onipa in the Oshikoto region, the Oshikoto Regional Council revealed that they have registered 20,887 communal land rights, of which 20,754 are customary and 133 are leasehold. In an interview with Namibian Sun, chairperson of the Oshikoto Communal Land Board, Paulina Owanga, said the communal land is occupied by people who sometimes do not know what is expected from them by the law of the country. Most people live on the land and are unable to identify them, and rather we are unable to identify them because they are not registered. Not many people realize that they live securely when they are registered, she said. According to Uwanga, the region is doing well in terms of registering customary land rights. However, the region is faced with a challenge of unregistered leaseholds. We will be right back with more property shortly after the break. Today on My.NA Property, I chat with Angus Fleming, who is the director and head of the installation department right here at BOXA. How are you?
Very well, and you?
I'm fantastic. Please tell us about BOXA. What is it, the company, what is the work that you're doing, a thorough background on BOXA.
Well, BOXA is a design company. We take different construction elements that are sort of fairly high-tech construction elements, and we combine them into a building that is sustainable, rapid build, and modular. Those are really the three main criteria of what we look at. We try as far as possible to use no cement, no concrete on site, and as little to no water as we can on site. So we're trying to be as sustainable and environmentally friendly as we can when we build. Everything is modular, so everything is pre-designed, everything is built in our factory in Johannesburg, and then it's put on a truck and it's brought here and it's installed, and on site we've literally got zero waste. And we can and a very light footprint. Oh, wow. So we can be installing in a very eco-sensitive area, and the footprint, we're not having to dig foundations, we're not having to damage any of the environment. We can literally put these structures up without any issues.
I love that. Now that you spoke about designing, let's say I want a BOXA design, how do I go about ordering one? Where do I find that information?
So we have a website which is boxa.space that you can have a look at a lot of our standard products that are on there, and those are relatively quick and easy. They've got indicative pricing on them.
Yeah.
They don't include logistics because we don't know where the site is going to be, but it'll give you an indicative costing of what the units are going to be. And they vary from leisure to schools to medical to ablution facilities. So there's a wide variety of different types of units that we can build. And that'll give you an indicative costing and the size and shape of what you're looking for, and then if that tickles your fancy and it's something that you want, then we can talk further, and then we go through a process of finalizing the design and any bits and pieces that you need, and then the manufacturing process takes between 8 and 10 weeks depending on how busy our factory is, and then generally on site for one of the buildings that you can see behind us takes a week to install.
And the delivery?
The delivery from manufacture to site depends on where it is, but that's normally a day or two of transport time. So from the date the deposit is paid till the day that we finish site is generally somewhere between 10 and 12 weeks.
All right. So why is BOXA the best solution for clients? Why would you say I need a BOXA design urgently if I can afford it? I
think so. From an environmental perspective, it's got all the credentials that you need. The buildings, particularly the CLT, which is a cross-laminated timber building, you've got your timber, which is a carbon sink. So you've captured all that carbon. It's permanently in the building. So from an environmental perspective, you're doing your thing for the environment. Yeah. They're quick to build.
I love how you say you're doing your thing.
They're easy to build, they're quick to build.
Yeah.
You can be able to, if you're in a retail environment, you are able to start your operations much quicker. If you're in a residential environment, you can move into your new house a lot quicker. So all the aspects, we can build schools, we can build a classroom in a week.
Okay. Talk to me about the sizes of these buildings. Is there a specific size that you go for, or whatever the client wants, you have it done for them?
So from the BOXA perspective, we start from, I think the smallest unit we've got is a 2 square meter ablution facility, and then we go up to I think the biggest building we've built at the moment is about 200 square meters, but we try and keep it modular, and we can't try and keep it to do specific tasks.
Okay.
We are able to do bespoke units. So if there is something that someone wants a once-off, then we would do the architecture and the full design and the engineering on it and give them a once-off product. But obviously those get a little bit more expensive because there's a lot more design work that's involved.
All right. correct me if I'm wrong. So I understand that BOXA is a South African company. Is that correct?
It is. We're based in Johannesburg.
All right. Are you planning on having a branch in the future, maybe in Namibia?
I think that'll depend on sales, but at the moment we've got a company that's going to be sort of giving us a bit of a stable base here that we can refer to, that can do any local site work that we need to get done. And they'll do that for the moment, and then we'll see if things get busy enough in Namibia.
And then you can decide whether you're going to move here or not. All right, tell us about your first project in Namibia. How did that go? Was that a bit of a challenge for you, or what are some of the highlights of that project?
I think, well, this is the first project that we've done in Namibia. It's been challenging. It's been long days, but it's gone well. We haven't had too many problems. It's been very rewarding so far.
So you spoke to me about a website that people can go and look at your design and then choose whatever, service that they want to get from you. But what other communication channels do you have? If I probably don't have internet, is there a WhatsApp group maybe that I can join and get information on that? Do you have social media? What are the communication channels?
We don't have a WhatsApp group, but you can get us if you look at BOXA on Instagram. You'll be able to find us there. There's quite a lot of posts that you're able to look at there, and you can contact us directly from that. We're on LinkedIn, when you can find us on that. Those are probably the two easiest channels that to get us on if you don't want to look at the website.
All right, Mr. Fleming, thank you very much for joining us on My.NA Property.
Cool, thank you.
Neopaints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neopaints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neopaints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
My name is Aina Raizakoya. This is your favorite show, My.NA Property, coming to you live and direct from a complete lifestyle warehouse. Joining us right now is Maria Negumbo, who is the General Manager right here at CLW. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you, Aina?
I'm fantastic. Now, studying at home or working at home has really become popular in the days that we're living in, particularly because we just experienced COVID not so long ago. Let's talk about the importance of having a studying room at home. Why should I have a studying room at home?
Well, for just like you said, because most people are now working from home, or students are having their classes at home. So yeah, it's just important that you create your special space for your studying, comfortable one, spacious enough. Yeah.
To study when you want to study, actually.
Yeah, and do your work when you need to do your work.
All right, what do you need in your studying room at home?
Well, also you need a study table, chair, and bookcase.
All right.
Yes.
Those are the basic needs that you should really have.
Yes.
Okay, and at CLW, what are you currently having on sale for the studying room?
Okay, well, we have variety of study tables. We have some that comes with bookshelves already.
Okay.
And then just a plain one, some with shelves for your files as well. And then we have the chairs, the office chairs. We have also two types, the one with the wheels and the ones without the wheels.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you are studying at home, you need a comfortable chair, and you have now recently told us about the chairs that you have on offer. Let's talk about, how one individual can stay undistracted by other housemates. If I'm studying at home, if I'm working at home, and I live with people, how can I not be distracted while doing my work?
Well, I think you can use furniture like a bit of a higher bookcase that you can use as a bookshelf, but also as a room divider that creates your own space for studying and cutting you off from the rest of the housemates or in the activities that they will be doing. That
is actually very smart. That is brilliant. I will be doing that one day when I own my house. Thank you very much for joining us on My.NA Property.
You are most welcome, and thank you for having us on your show.
We will be right back after the break.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
Good evening, we are back and welcome Risa.
Thank you, Lamri. I am back on a Tuesday evening.
Yes, and Risa is from the company Wederkauta Nuveka. Risa, the question that I want to ask you, it's another viewer that asked me to ask you the question. Yes. When do I get my money when they sell my property?
I think this is the question we get asked most in life, is if I sell my property today, then obviously I want my money today. So
I want my money yesterday.
Yes, I wanted it yesterday. So, but there's a process to be followed. Obviously, after signing an agreement of sale, we run through the whole process of getting bonds cancelled, new bonds registered, and submitting to the deeds office. You know, the whole process which I explained in the first, I think our first meeting, I just touched on what the process is once you sell your property. But it's important to realize that you will only get your money after registration of the transfer. So once we've lodged at the deeds office, it takes about 7 to 10 days for registration. And then also we wait for the money to come in from the bank which has offered the guarantee. If it's coming from, say, Bank Windhoek, then we offer them the guarantee, say it registered today, and it takes a day or two to settle out all the payments. The one bank needs to pay the other one, a new loan needs money, comes to our office, and then we deduct all the payments that needs to be done, like the estate agent's commission and rates and taxes, and only after that then you will get the final process and will pay it directly to your account. So, but that can take, like I said, after the process is finalized, it can take up to 14 days or depending on the different banks. But it's not a question of, I sold my property, I want my money right now. There's some rules to follow, and we need to comply with a lot of different institutions and things to get the final amount before proceeds can be paid to a seller.
Yeah, no job is done until all the paperwork is done.
Yes.
And it's just to be safe, on the safe side.
Absolutely, because obviously we
for both
working
parties.
for both the purchaser and the seller. Yes.
Exactly. Okay. Well, viewer, I hope your question has been answered. And in the same breath, I want to say very thank you for coming in again to this.
Thank you.
The My.NA Property
It is
Studio.
my pleasure.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Lami.
See you next week, Risa.
I'll see you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Namibians are still safe.
Everywhere else, the Supreme Court said we are not going to rely on foreign judgments.
By all means, we try to not make journalists public figures, but at the end of the day, they are.
Very good evening. My name is Taiwan Jabela, your host.
With their Protestant offsprings.
But the implementation, like she's saying, is another thing.
We came, we saw, and we grinded, literally. Please be reminded that My.NA property screens on DSTV channel 285 as well as GoTV channel 25 in Namibia. My name is Aina Raizakoya, and until next time, it's all my love, all my light.